Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear, and we're looking at XLS color kits today, and we're going to do a quick install and put some on a gun. Now we brought a couple colors up here. We've got a pewter, a blue, and a pink, but there are a ton of different colors down there. So look on the website and see what kind of colors you could pick up to put onto your XLS. Now these will not fit in RSX version, so don't try, or an HK version. They are specifically for the XLS marker. Let's go ahead and throw some on. We'll show you how easy it is. First thing I'm going to do is remove these out of here, just because this flap wants to keep shutting and it's getting in the way. So I'm going to pull everything out, and then I will go one by one and replace them. All right, so I'm going to move those over there. First things first, we're going to do our barrel, and then we'll set our barrel to the side. It's much easier to work with the marker when there is no barrel on it. I'll take that out, put that in, and there we have that. We'll just put this, we'll just put them over to the side right here, all of our extra pieces, or our replaced pieces. Next, we'll do our eye covers and our detent. The only thing you will need to keep out of this is the screw. The new eye cover has all the parts in it, so it has another detent in there, so you will not need that one. You just need to put it on and screw. That's what my brain stopped working and I tried to remember the screw. So flip that over, take that off, put this one on, and get our screw. Right there. Put that in. Now we'll do our feed neck lever. So you do not need to unscrew the adjustment right here. You can just leave that alone. In typical use, you really don't even need to touch that, because you can rotate the whole feed neck to either tighten or loosen the amount of grip that it has. Sometimes you might be in between and you might need to turn this just a little bit, but I don't see that too often. So I'm going to unscrew the lever all the way off. And there you go. Inside the lever is a little brass barrel that has a hole in it. We want to keep that. But just put the lever to the side and then take our new pink lever and drop our brass insert back in our barrel, and make sure that the hole is sticking through the groove or through the slot right here. We need to line that up and screw it back onto here. One other thing that is on here is this little bushing. So it is a little black, like nylon bushing or whatever it's made out of, Delrin maybe. One side of it has a raised lip, and the other side has just a tiny little bit of lip on it. The raised lip goes against the feed neck body. It does not go facing away from the feed neck body this way. The big raised lip goes against the body when we're done. Now, as you put this on and turn it to thread it back in, this will want to rotate around and move. Just make sure that once it is starting to get tight, that it is facing forward along with the lever. So we're going to take this. We've lined our slot up there. We can start threading this in. And as I'm threading this down, that bushing is going to want to turn. So I'm making sure that as I turn the lever, that where it will end up and clamp down, so this is the front of the lever right here, that lip is staying along with the front. So as I rotate it, now the front of the lever is facing this way and the lip is facing this way. So it's rotating with the lever, and then when I clamp it down, it's in the right spot. So I want to make sure that happens. Let's do, excuse me, our ASA cap or ASA knob. You just have to unthread it. Oh boy. It doesn't have any O-rings on it or anything. Boy, did you hear my voice? That's better. So you just need to take this one out and then put this one in. It's making my eyes water. This is crazy. So we're going to put that one in there and just thread it all the way down to the bottom. Now in this position, if you screwed a tank in, it would gas up. So make sure that this is off a little bit when you go to actually put a tank on. I'm going to put it down a little bit because it won't want to fall off. There we go. The next thing is our bolt cap. So we'll push the button to release our bolt, and then we're going to unscrew this back cap off. Now, this back cap is under tension right now. It has a spring underneath it. So as we unscrew, we want to make sure that we don't lose anything. You can see how it wants to push off like that. And if I was not careful, this would just boom, it would just shoot right off of there. We'll switch that out. Make sure that if your cap does not have this little rubber bumper inside of it, which it should, but if it doesn't, take the one out of your original cap and put it into this one right here. Now, this is important. The spring fits into a little groove that's cut around the inside here. It actually is perfectly designed to fit inside this groove. If you have it off center, when you try to thread it in, this will not thread all the way down, and it will compromise the working of the bolt. You want to make sure that you get it in. What will happen is it will leak. It won't snap together. If you try to gas it up, bad things are going to happen. So when we put this on here, we want to make sure that this spring fits into the grooves properly, like that. And then we have to push it together, compress the spring down, and thread it in at the same time. Now, sometimes if you turn it, it won't grip because the threads haven't lined up and grabbed each other, and it'll pop back off again. If it does, rotate it 180 degrees and then start doing it again. And keep turning till it bottoms out, just like that. Now you should be able to take this and slide it in, and it should snap together. If it doesn't, make sure that you have put it on properly. And then lastly is our trigger. So the trigger comes out nice and easy. We just need to remove the trigger pin, like so. Pull our trigger out. The trigger is pre-assembled. You don't need to mess with anything. You put that right back up in there, drop that through, and put our trigger pin, or post, or screw, or whatever you want to call it, back in place. And there you go. A color swap for the XLS. Very straightforward, very easy, and it definitely adds some different color and some different flair to your gun. Lots of colors to choose from. There's only 3 up here that we're looking at right now, but get on the website, check them out. Lots of different accent colors for the XLS. Get yours at ansgear.com.